Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Pushparaj Giri. I'm from Melbourne. So today this video is in regard to these P2P marketplaces and then what to do if your bank account get frozen due to one of them. Okay. So I have been in this crypto industry for the last 12 years and into this P2P business. I did it for about a year but couldn't last long because this is kind of a short game. So I just want to share my experience with you all. So if you are going through this similar situation I went through before, then it might be helpful for you. So the first thing, P2P. What's P2P? I mean peer to peer. It means so there's one guy who wanna buy or sell a crypto, and you are here who wanna buy or sell, and then you guys can meet with each other without the interference of anybody. So one person will sell you, another person will buy, this kind of things. So basically, you are having a business with a person, but it happens usually with the escrow services, and these escrow services are provided by um, these exchanges. Okay, any exchanges, Binance, famous one, Bybit, Bitget, and others. Okay, so now what is happening is bank are not allowing you to buy cryptos. Even if they are allowing you, they are giving some limitations on how much you can purchase. So people are now getting too much attracted towards the P2P platforms because if your bank, some of the bank, even if they know that you are dealing with crypto, they will just freeze your account. Okay, so it's getting very strict and harder in Australia. But let's say you thought like, okay, bank is not letting me buy, you have to invest somewhere in Bitcoin, let's say, and now you need some USDT. The only way to do it is directly through the exchange, but your bank will freeze your account as soon as they know you are doing in a crypto. Sometimes they return your money back, or they won't let you complete the transactions. So you surf through the Binance or Bybit, you found out, okay, I can do it through P2P people, over there it's probably safe. You look at some merchant, you saw very good reviews coming through, you saw, okay, it's like too much good reviews, good completion rate and all. So yeah, let me try. That's when things start getting more sketchy, you know. So let's say you find a guy who wants to sell you their USDT. So for that you have to pay money to their bank account. So let's say you pay money to their bank account, they release you the crypto. That is not a problem. But let's say if you want to sell some crypto, okay, that is where the most of the problem comes through. It's not like the buying doesn't have any problem. You still have problems, because if your bank suspect that you are making a crypto transactions to P2P merchant, and those merchant who are famous, who regularly do this kind of transactions, then the bank would know and bank will freeze your account. It has happened to me before, where I try to buy, I think it's from Combank. I tried to buy from this guy, and I made some transactions. So immediately what happened was the transaction got declined, and the bank also declined me as a customer, because they noticed that it's related to the merchant through in P2P. Now let's say you want to sell something. Now somebody who has to deposit the money to you. Now there are two type of merchant. So the one is those who will give you money directly through their one account. They have their one bank account. They usually give you less rates, So yeah, kind of less than the market, but you still want to sell them. but they will give you through their bank account. That's not a big problem, but the problem is, um, they do this for a business. You have to understand this. They do it to too many people. They don't only sell you, they will also buy. Their aim is to make profit, so they are using the same bank account, and the same money is rotating through their bank account. So ultimately what you are receiving, it's not their money. We are receiving, it's somebody else's money that came into this person's account, and it will ultimately comes to your account. So if somebody reported it as a fraud, or the source of the fund was scam, then the money ultimately came to you. That means the bank will freeze your account and start doing the investigations. Now there is a second kind of a merchant who will use a third party. Okay, so as soon as you hear a third party, you have to understand that they are not a verified or like a actual merchant. They are any scammers. Okay, and they usually gives you higher rates to attract your attentions. Let's say 1.8, 1.9. I mean, if you look at Bybit, you will find a bunch of people that want to buy from you by paying so much expensive rates to you. Okay, and you fall for it, and you say okay, but they have something written on their terms and condition where they say they cannot receive a refund. It will take a little bit time for funds to arrive, and they will use their partners accounts. Okay, there is no partner accounts, nobody's using their partner accounts. They scam someone on the background and get that money. Since they don't want this money to go to their bank account, they need a mule. Okay, so in this situation, you are the mule because you are so greedy that you went there. Now you give your bank account details, some third party is making a payment to your account, and then you release the crypto to that guy. Now what happens next is your bank will call you up in 2 to 3 days, sometimes even immediately. Then they will freeze your account. They will say where this money come from. You will say, yeah, it came from this guy from Bybit. And okay, who is that guy? But the money is coming from a different name. Now you try to explain the bank, saying okay, it's a third party, somebody else is paying. Now you are now assisting money laundering. Okay, now you are helping these scammers to launder the money from these scammers, and they got the crypto, by the way, and they didn't lose anything. Okay, the person who transferred you this money is gonna report to the bank, and you are a part of a money laundry. Okay, so this is how these scams works. So these are two types of merchant, and there are other people. I mean, there are other scammers as well that wants you to trade outside of the platform. Chat with me on WhatsApp, this kind of anybody like that. You can easily notice that okay, there is scammers that they want me to get out from the exchanges, so there is no record of the conversation. And WhatsApp, you can create a WhatsApp today, delete the account tomorrow, create it again. So it's up to you to be very very much attentive of what you are doing. And if something is too easy, and you get money too easily, then think twice, do some research. Contact me if you want, if you are going through these issues with this P2P merchant. Now let's come to the point. Bank account getting frozen, what to do? You bank calls you up, and bank is getting frozen. You open your bank, you open your banking app, and you saw there, okay, you cannot log in. Call us or call my bank or something. What to do? Okay, first thing you have to remember is you have to be calm. Okay, I know it's very hard to be calm. You had some money in there, now it's frozen, and you freak out because most of your money was there. So you want to call the bank, and you want to frustrate them, or you want the answers because you think you haven't done anything wrong. You were just trying to trade some USDT, you were trying to sell some USDT you had, or buy something. So you have to understand that these banks are registered with Austrac. Austrac is the government body of Australia that looks after the money laundering. So it's part of their registration process. They have to freeze and hold somebody's account until our internal investigations is complete. So this investigation might take time. Some takes 1 month, some takes 2 months, and I have noticed some of the bank will just do it very quickly within a week or so. Now, what you have to understand is it's a standard process. Your money is not going anywhere else till now because the investigation has started, and they want to know how this money came to you and if you are the rightful owner of that fund. So let's say you had $1,000 in your account, but you had like $5 that came as a dispute. They will still freeze your bank account with $1,000. Okay, you have to understand that because your bank account is now linked with the money laundering. Okay, they have to understand if this bank account has been used in some other cases, or how many of these transactions are associated with this scam or anything. Now sometimes the bank already dealt with the situations like this so many times. Okay, so they are not going to give you a hard time so much. So they know what is happening here, and you fail into this scam and you are a mule. They already understand it, but the procedure is they want you to be calm and just let them continue their investigation. That you will hear that, and nobody's gonna share anything into you because it's part of the Austrac registration. It is written there that if you are going through suspicious activities, you cannot provide any informations to the customers, or the account holders, because what happens then is, if they give you sensitive information of what they are doing with your bank account, then you probably might tell to the scammers, and the chance of the scammer being caught will be less. Okay, and when you are freaking out in these situations, you will do some mistakes. You will tell to the people you want some advices, and this is the time when the scammers will notify, and they will just block you or whatever, these scammers. Now, first thing, be calm. Okay, don't freak out. Call your bank. If they are telling you to call the bank, just tell them the truth, what actually happened. Okay, you went to their Bybit, you saw very good rate and you wanted to buy it, and then they said the money is coming from third party. You thought it's not a big deal. You gave the crypto to that guy, and then you have this money in your account. That's all you did. So you have to be honest. Okay, and yeah, just tell them, take some few times, then they most of the bank, the 90% of the chances are they will close your account, but they will give you the money, but into a new account. Okay, they might give you a second chance. Okay, so in this situation you don't have to worry about anything. You got your money back, but you probably might have to prove them that this money is yours, that what you are saying is right. So you might email them, you might show them a proof that okay, this is the transaction happening, the messages with that scammer, and then the merchant's details, and the payment screenshots sent by those scammers. Show them everything, every proof you got, and the 90% of the chance is they will close your account and offer you a new account. For that, they probably might call you on a branch. So they will open a new account, transfer the money to theirs, and your previous account will be closed because it was associated with this kind of a fraud. Okay, now 10% of the time, some bank like Bank First and I will yeah, the main one is Bank First, State Bank or something. But yeah, 10% of the bank will actually close your account, and they will not even give you any money back. So they will just take that money and return it back to the victim who is claiming for the money, who said they are being fraud. So in that sense, bank is actually doing the right thing, but from your perspective, you lost the crypto and then also you lost the money. So in this kind of a situation, you cannot do anything unless you take a legal actions against the bank, and 99.99% of the time you will not take any legal action because it's so expensive here in Australia to take any legal actions against the bank. Now you might be thinking AFCA. Okay, you have option AFCA where you can complain a bank. Anyway, look, I got around 12 bank accounts frozen on my time when I was doing this P2P businesses. 12 bank accounts, and I had complaints against all of them in AFCA. Let me tell you, not even one single was a win. Okay, I mean, you will sometimes get like $500, $200 as a compensation from a bank just to get rid of these complaints, but you are not getting anything. Okay, so first thing become, second thing contact your bank, third one is just bank will tell you what to do next. Okay, but third thing is supply them all the proof that you have. Fourth one, wait for the response from the bank. Fifth one, they will make a decision, not you. Okay, if it's a good decision, be happy. Don't return back again on these P2P platforms. And if the result is very bad, take it as a lessons, and next time don't deal with these scammers. Okay, but look, it's all up to you. How do you want to do it? How you want to do your life? I'm not a financial advisor, but my suggestion is don't get too much greedy and get involved in this kind of scam activities. Be safe. Okay, and let's say a condition where your bank is frozen but you have no money in your account and you already was so smart that you took the money out. Now in that scenario, stay calm because you have nothing to lose. Bank is not going after you to collect that money, so just chill down. It will be closed. Open a new account, do your personal thing there. That is a short video I created today. Now the next time I wanna tell you about, okay, all the internal secrets about this P2P and how this P2P happens. Also, how can you be safe from this fraud, and main thing is how to save your money. You have some money coming in from unknown parties, it's in your bank account, what to do next. And I might share some ideas on how to not get involved in the money laundering and do these businesses is actually a good guy. But anyway, this is all. I will talk to you soon. If you have any questions, by the way, or if you are going through these situations in your life, hit me up on my comment, leave your telegram or whatever, or ask me for the contact details. I will give you my email. I can get you to a group people facing the similar situations, so you can ask them step by step. If you are freaking it out, it's better to have someone who had a community that went through this kind of struggles. Now if you are looking for a platform where you want to buy and sell crypto, especially in Australia, then look no further. We have cryptosquad.com.au. So this is purely offline cryptocurrency purchase and sale. So everything happens on cash. So you can bring cash, give it to somebody, get the crypto. That's the end of the transactions. Or if you wanna sell some crypto, then you just give your crypto, get the cash, get home. There's no problem about the bank. There's no issue about the escrow services. You can do everything face to face. So yeah, hit me up if you have any questions, and I will see you next time. Have a good day.